Hi again, welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate everyone being here, and I hope that everybody is having a wonderful, awesome whatever. Remember that in this video, the winners of the giveaway from this past week will be announced, and there are 3 winners, and congratulations to the winners, and thank you very much to everybody who entered. This is the Castleberry store, and I am absolutely positive that this time it's the Castleberry store. With every mistake that I make in making my videos on YouTube, I learn from them. And in this one, I have learned to put the address of the store that I am at on the screen when I do the screenshot of the location. So every mistake, I get stronger and I get better and I become a better YouTuber. So let's get into the stuff that they had at the Castleberry store. These they've had for quite a while. And I've seen these in almost every store that I've been in, but I have only seen this in the Castleberry store. This is airbrush paint. I have never seen airbrush paint in any other store. Unfortunately, they only had brown, but it's still, if you use brown for any airbrushing that you do, that's a great price for it. They have edible shimmer and they had the silver, but I don't remember seeing the gold in this store. And usually I see one or the other. It's only been every now and then that I've seen both. They do still have the diamond stamps. And they have these beautiful little stacked chipboard by Bo Bunny, and they are absolutely gorgeous. In person, they are even so much prettier. And I love them so very much, but I didn't buy any. And then they had these stickers, and I pointed these out because if you look at them carefully, especially at the D's and the A's, you can see that there are some misstampings of them. And I thought that was interesting. So you kind of get a twofer on some of the letters because you can use the inner letter and the outer letter. These are stickers that are chalkboard. So if you wanted to put it on a card front or in a memory book or something like that, you'd have the opportunity to write on it with chalkboard markers and people could add stuff to it. These are little push pens and they are so cute. Imagine putting these on a map so you could say, I've been here, I've been here, I've been here. I think that's a neat idea. They still have some of the Z's. I'm not really sure how long it's going to take for them to get rid of the Z's because how many people are really going to want a Z? Just a singular Z. They do still have sprinkles, and they have some very pretty ones. I liked that little 6-section red one. That was a neat set of colors. And for Halloween, look, they have black sprinkles, and they look like little spheres, so really cool sprinkles to have. Oh, I said it once, darn it. And then this is also shimmer spray or edible spray, and it was a different package of it. They do still have some of these clay texture rolls, but they didn't have nearly as many left as I expected them to. So some of those have been sold, and that's really good to see. And then there's another color. They had that silver color and that teal color of those, and just some more sprinkles. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed. Woot, woot, woot. I have become a tween channel. These are little footballs. I thought that was so cool and so apropos for right now since it's football season. But woot, woot, woot. I am a tween channel. I am a tween channel. I have made it to my 500 subs to become a tween channel. I am no longer a baby channel. Let's celebrate. Oh, I'm so excited about that. And it's you. You have done this. You are the ones who have been sharing my videos. You are the ones who have been subscribing, liking, commenting, helping the YouTube algorithm know to push out my content to people who would be interested in it. And I am so thankful and I am so grateful for every one of you who has done that. I cannot express how amazing you are and how absolutely humbled I feel by the interaction that you've given me with my channel. It is just amazing. And I appreciate every comment that people put in there. I appreciate every like. I appreciate every watch. I really appreciate every subscriber. Thank you so very much. If you have not already subscribed to my channel and you are finding enjoyment or entertainment or anything positive from it, I do please encourage you to consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it, and it would just add to my growing channel. Next step, I become a mature channel. I'm 490 subs away from that. We'll get there. We will get there. Yes, we will, channel. We will absolutely get there. Oh, I did put a question in the last video about whether or not you wanted to see the store or the haul video today. And the store video won. The people who put in the comments what they wanted to see, the store video won. So that's why we're looking at the Castleberry store. Do not fear, the haul video will also come up. So don't worry about that at all. I do have a question for this time. I would like to know how many of you are, not how many of you, but what particular crafts do each of you find interest in? Because I want to make sure that when I'm going through these Ollies that I'm checking off the boxes of what people are interested in seeing in these Shop With Me's. This is Basil foam paper, and Basil brand is really good, but they were selling it for 25 cents, and that is an incredible price, not just for 12 by 12 foam paper, but the fact that it is Basil brand. This was a striped poster sheet, and I thought the colors on it were just really gorgeous, super minty and super pretty. Not my color scheme, but still super pretty. They still have some of these, but not nearly as much as they used to have. And then they also have these little puffy stickers that you can put in cards and things like that. And you can see the big ones on the back. How many of you thought Science Fair Project as soon as you saw those big stickers, those big letter stickers on the back of that pack? It comes up a lot. But I honestly don't remember seeing any Science Fair stickers in this particular store, but I had to say it again. You know, I just had to stick it in there. I did these when I was a kid. These are the ones that you put the little crystals in and then you bake it. I had so much fun doing it. And I remember that my dad would hang them on the Christmas tree every year, even though some of them were so badly filled in. I still am waiting for those craft glues to go down to 25 cents. And this concerns me. This was a basket in the middle of the aisle, and it's just a random allotment of things that are put in it. And I really hope it's a go-back basket and not something that's going to be binned because these items aren't selling. And I'm really concerned that people are going to stop buying these craft items. Oh, they did have one package left of those Tombow Pro color markers. But I'm really concerned that with the amount of stuff that they have, that some of this is going to end up in the bin. And I'm concerned because that would be such a phenomenal waste of the materials and the resources, not only to make this, but to move it from place to place. This is the pegboard, and I don't remember seeing very much new on this one. There were these cute little pencil sharpeners. Very much a back-to-school item, but you get 3 of them for that price, and that was really nice. And, you know, if you have multiple kids, that's a great way to put one into each kid's backpack so that they always have their sharpened pencils, because it's not always easy to be able to get up to go to sharpen a pencil sometimes for whatever reasons. Excuse me if you heard that. Resin mold. This is the same not agate, but stone resin mold that they've had in several different stores, and they have a really unique jagged edge on both of them, and they're really pretty. So for you resin people, there are still some cool resin molds out there, and they're just amazing and wonderful to have around. I'm not a resin person. I've said it several times. I'm not a resin person. I'm never going to be a resin person. I'm just not willing to don the PPE that's required to be a resin person. So, and they have this new set. The Fimo sets that I normally see are all the tassel ones, but this one is not a tassel one. This one is actually to make earrings, and it looked like it had the Fimo necessary and the findings necessary in order to actually create the whole thing. It wasn't just the clay or and lift. You have to find your findings on your own. It came with them, and one more time, I just have to ask if you would please, if you're finding any enjoyment or if I crack you up in any way because of my silliness, then please do consider subscribing, because I'm having an awful lot of fun doing these Shop With Me's, and I'm having an awful lot of fun expressing myself in my crafts. And I know I haven't put up very many craft videos. I have put up a few, but I haven't put up very many, but they will be coming because I have gotten so much stuff from these Ollies that I have got to start using it. This is that magnetic stencil holder, and if you've watched some of my past videos, you know that I have a glass pad on my desk that has that's magnetic, so I can use that for my stencils to hold them down, and I thought that was so cool. Oh, darn it, I said it again. That's twice. That's twice that I've counted. I mean, goodness knows how many times I've actually said it. I'm wondering if anybody's made that into a game. If any of you, drop a comment if you've made that into a game, or even just drop a like if you've made that into a game in your household when you watch my videos, because I have noticed that I do say that a lot. Okay, here we are with the giveaways. This is the winner's giveaway. The Shop With Me will resume later, and if you want to just skip ahead, that's totally fine. 11 people entered, so 3 people received them. That's almost 30% of all of my entrants won a prize, and these are the prizes that they are getting. And just as a reminder, if you are a winner, to please click on the link for the winner's form that's in this. It asks you for your name or your YouTube name, your a 6-character alphanumeric code, and that's to keep people from getting scammed, and an email address that you want me to contact you at. And it doesn't have to be your YouTube email address. Any email address that you can receive emails from is perfectly fine for me. And when I write you to that email address, the subject of the email will be your 6-character alphanumeric code. So if you get an email that says you're a winner and it doesn't have your 6-character alphanumeric code, nope, not for me. You're not a winner. The address that you wanted me to send it to is totally up to you. I will send it to your office. I will send it to your home. I will send it to the place where everybody knows your name, or that restaurant that you eat at twice a week and they don't mind getting a piece of mail for you. Or if you want to use general delivery at your local post office, that's just your name, general delivery, and then the zip code of your post office and 9999. And you go in with your ID and you say, I have an item in general delivery. They take your ID, they go to general delivery at your post office, and they get it for you. You don't even have to have a post office box. Anyway, here's the drawing. Here we go. Dun, da, da, da. Drum roll, please. 11, 9, and 8. Yes, 11, 9, and 8. You are the winners. Congratulations. But who are 11, 9, and 8? And 11, 9, and 8 are Real Life Happens. Woot! And Barbara S. Woot! And Annette Swanson. Woot! Congratulations. And thank you to everyone who entered. Winners, do please fill out the winners form as soon as you can, but it must be filled out by 11:59 p.m. on Thursday, October 9th, or the prizes just won't be awarded. And for everybody else, the next giveaway will start on Sunday with the video that I put up on Sunday. The giveaway will be embedded in the video that I put up on Sunday. Those cards were beautiful. I haven't seen those in any other store, and they look a lot like the wrapping paper that comes in that little portfolio, and I thought that was really a nice way of doing cards. And if you get the wrapping paper that goes along with it, then you've got matching card and wrapping paper, and that was really a nice idea. And this was a really cute paper pad for $1.99. It was paper. It wasn't really cardstock. It was paper, but these patterns are just absolutely gorgeous. And I flipped by one that I saw and I was like, no, I've got to go back and highlight that one. So I went back and found it again because it is so cute. I mean, okay, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Well, darn it. I was thinking I would get there with my voiceover at the same time, but apparently I went through the paper pad a few times trying to get to that one picture for you. There it is. Aren't they just so adorable? Oh, I love them so much. Anyway, that was $1.99. They had five or six of them, so there were several of them there. I don't know if they're still there, but they were there when I left. They do have some of the Astro designs, and remember that some of these Astro designs are solid core, and some of them are metallic. But solid core cardstock is really useful when you do tear crafting with your paper crafting, because then you don't have that white core showing. These are amazing. It's 36 markers. I did test that one set of Arteza markers that I bought. I did it as a live, and I was super impressed by Arteza. The more I see Arteza, the more impressed by it I am. They did have the desk set here in bronze, but I've also seen it in other stores in black and teal. I don't remember which stores it was in. My husband held these up, so I took a picture. I put them in the video because he was really impressed by the quality of these. So I put them in the video. If you've got the people who like the LOL kids, they have this set, which is really a nice set. And he wanted this ruler, so we bought this ruler for him, and he thought it was just a really pretty ruler. And I have to agree with him. It's a really nice ruler. Yarn people, fibercraft people, they had lots of different colors of yarn. The Bernat blanket yarn, it was $5 a skein, and they had several of them, but some of them, like you saw, were missing their tags, so you don't know whether or not they're all the same lot number. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you on that one, but they did have a lot of this yarn. That Bernat blanket yarn is so soft. That little curly Q yarn, that was $1.99 a pack. These Bernat ones, I believe I said it, but I'll say it again. They're $5 a set, or I'm sorry, $5 a skein. And really a very nice quality yarn. For anybody who knows crochet, you know that Bernat stuff is really nice. And I thought this was unique. It floored me. This is a nice little whiteboard that you can write on, but it's made by Mikasa. I would never have expected Mikasa to make a whiteboard. Here's a closer up view of the bronze colored Arteza 6-piece set for your desk, and it's all 6 pieces for $10. Somebody asked to see wood pieces, and I believe this is the only one that I showed in this store, but it's really super cute. I thought that was just a really cute little wood piece to decorate up any way you wanted to. Somebody also asked about adult coloring books, and I did take another video with more adult coloring books, and it'll come up sometime next week, but that one was really nice. This is so interesting because apparently you can make a Ernie cap, knit cap. So that's neat. This is another thing for people who like adult coloring books. This is origami that it says fold and color, but I honestly think you should probably color it and then fold it, but just going by what the front of the box says. Nice little offset asymmetrical reef kit. And somebody asked about puzzles. So here are the puzzles that they had. I saw all of these on an end cap, and they start at $4.99, and I think the most expensive one that I saw was $11.99. But that's a nice tower of puzzles. And they're all sorts of different topics and all sorts of different interests. So you've got this really interesting, I don't know what to call it, technology one, beautiful little painting. They have dinosaurs, they have space, they have Christmas ones, they have all sorts of really cute puzzles. And like I said, they started at $4.99, and they have varying hardness, or varying difficulty, I guess would be the correct term for it. And, you know, pictures that are really detailed or pictures that are very sparse. Though the sparser the picture, as far as I understand, the harder it is to do the puzzle. Loved the Norman Rockwell. That was one of my dad's favorite artists, so that was nostalgia for me right there. And just really a nice array, a nice assortment, and a nice variety of really cool puzzles. So thank you to whoever asked me to go look at the puzzles. I did go look at them, and this is what they had. My husband pointed this out because this is so cute. Look at that cute little thing with the cute little book and everything, and then you pull it up, and whoa. I mean, what happened? Wow. Okay, so that was what my husband wanted me to say, so I said it because that was his impression of it too. And of course, since it's October, let's look at some Halloween decorations and some Halloween crafting things. That first item was a thing that you can carve out a hole in your pumpkin and then put that in like you carved out the whole face of the pumpkin. I thought that was a really interesting way to kind of sort of fake a pumpkin carving, and that was really interesting. My husband loved this. He is such a Hocus Pocus fan, and so of course, this ended up in the cart. It didn't go back up on the peg because it ended up in the cart because my husband is a huge Hocus Pocus fan. This is so interesting because you bake this. This is a cookie cutter, and you bake it, and then it slips together, and it becomes a pumpkin. And this is a spider web table runner. But I will say on the pumpkin cookie cutter, after you cut it out, if you want to have your best results, be sure to put it in the freezer for a few minutes so that it's colder when it goes into the oven, because it will spread less and they will fit together better. Again, Castleberry store. This is the actual front of the Castleberry store, and because I've shown Baby Bear so much, I thought I'd put Brucey up here. And thank you very much, everybody. Cheers and happy crafting.